I had pretty much bad results because I gave the wrong trades or I made the wrong decisions. The problem is that basically we had a very low volume range most of the time, and it was really difficult to catch this kind of trades like we did here. Okay, it was a this price action was better actually. This one was a little bit different. So very crucial level here. We are sitting on a short. So the initial idea was this one. Okay, so it gives you a better entry, and we've changed the setup. This is turned into a swing 77 500 since we are half size on this one. So what happens here? It was a very crucial level. So we start from the weekly, okay? We need to talk about this one. So basically what happens here is that we have the war news, okay, which was a panic sell-off basically. And I kind of did the mistake. I don't know if I can say it was a mistake. I had a limit order at 60K 112, okay? So I had the trade that was open. It was a fat position and I closed the trade, okay? So I explained why. It was because for me, if the price was intended to go up back to 84, 90K, it would have been maybe I would say a maximum of 1 week, the market makers will have let the price go up. Okay, so we kind of chopped here, okay, and it was really doubtful. Okay, that's why I closed the trade. So uh, basically the bottom, okay, bottom catch here, but I never imagined we would. Okay, I will not say the word breakout, okay, because I don't see it as a breakout. We go on the weekly. We know that we have a market structure shift here, okay. So the idea is we know when we have a market structure shift, the price has to come back. Okay, so 84 remains the main level here to build a swing short. Okay, I don't care whatever people say. This is to build a swing short. If they want to break these levels, this is another story. Okay, so we have a very impressive weekly candle here. Okay, so what happened is that we had the war news, and at the same time we had big, perps shorting on the news. Okay, so they let the price slowly here, so everybody has time to short actually, and then we had some immense spot buying coming in at the same time. Okay, my problem was that usually we are on a market maker selling model here, so I was expecting another, I don't know, for those that know, a market maker buying model, market maker selling model. Okay, this is an ICT concept. Okay, this translates that we have a sell origin, distribution, range distribution, okay, and so on. Okay, we have another one, distribution, another one. Okay, so for me at least, this does not look like a buy origin here. Okay, we really need to capitulate the price somehow, somewhere. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of the chart here. So this was actually the best opportunity for bears, to close most of their big shorts here and trap shorts. Okay, so we took a short here because we know we are into a bear market. There's no one that can change my mind. Okay, even though we lost half of the value, it's like I'm happy because it's normal to get some relief. Okay, but you can't tell me not to short the top of a range here inside the bear market. Okay, so now we zoom in. I'm super sad because basically we had a limit order just here. Okay, it got front run. I aped, so the entry was here. Okay, it came back, kind of closed the trade, and then I gave another limit order. It was here. Okay, so I really wanted the sweep of that candle here. Okay, that 4-hour candle. This is the one I wanted. They didn't give it actually. And we didn't even test. So I kept in my mind the scenario that if we front run that level here, I wanted the weekly open, basically. Okay. The weekly open, where was it? We were trading here. I wanted the weekly open. We actually bounced from the previous week mid, which I didn't expect actually. Okay. And then I was like, they're gonna drop it back, and then since bears are in control, they can do that very easily. And actually, this was a sign that bulls are taking a little bit of control here. Okay. It was easy. Now, what happens is that we smashed everything with force here, Monday high, previous week high, blah, blah, blah. Previous month high, where is it? Previous month high is still here, okay? So 76, 241 was my main level to short actually. But I believe that at some point we need to get into positions, okay? So that's why I said half size. We need time to see if we reverse tomorrow or if we get stopped. If we go on at $80 like that, I will be very impressed actually. Okay. So what happens is that we might be getting into a manipulation phase. The thing is that the price needs, I don't care if it pumps one more time. The thing is that it has to come back to the range very fast. Okay, this is how you create an AMD. Okay, if we stagnate for too long and you see it coming slowly into the range, this is not an AMD. This is just a rejection or whatever. So you really want something like that. It doesn't need to come from here. You can have your range from here. Okay, and then we are entering the manipulation. So is either a breakout, either we get into the manipulation phase and then we drop again. Okay, so I will already change the setup because if this weekly candle, okay, turns out to be a rejection, so this imagine becomes a week, okay, a rejection week here, it's gonna be fucking nasty, bro. Okay, so after seeing this, I can't see the market reverse in just one candle like that. It's impossible. Like it almost never happens. The market has to settle before going up to have an intention to end it up. So this is a pattern I don't see very often. So you can see that usually we can have a relief, we can have another drop. So maybe the same thing happens like here. We get another drop. That will make sense to me, okay? The idea, psychology wise, is like we all know that 48K is weighted by everybody, okay? So I would like to see, honestly, a rejection here this week or next week, we'll see. But the weekly candle has to close somehow bearish today or tomorrow, okay? If this happens, we might get 54, 650, which is my main long position, towards 84K, okay? The idea is to front run 48K, get into positions inside the weekly candle here, the flat, okay? And then ride it back. So this is not the time to you've seen me, I didn't share many scouts and stuff because of that reason. We're entering into, a swing area, okay? It's better to sit in a position and just chill. Trade a direction for some time. It might help us a little bit to chill and not try to chase low, this fucking price actually, okay? It was very hard to trade for a scalper. I can tell you it was very, very confusing because I will explain what's happening in my mind when we were here. When we were here, it was okay. I knew we weren't on discount. Okay. Even here, we are not on discount. It's still expensive. The thing is that we are, though, coming at 60K, which is half of the value of Bitcoin. So here, all the way, you are like, you don't know if it's going to reverse or continue. Okay. Here, you can expect another leg. It's normal at 96K because 1 year ago, 90K was like unbelievable. So it makes sense to me to get it at 60K. Okay, now decision time. So it's very hard to project yourself into positions. So it was very hard for me to share trades and be confident into my positions. Even though I was reading data and everything was canceled on the trades. So now what happens? What's happening here? We have another short squeeze on the New York Open. London helped actually New York into the pump. Okay, very nice. And now what's happening is that you see, as long as you see, so this is the Bybit chart. As long as you see the open interest going up, the funding going down, that means that shorts are still opening. Okay, so here we still have a little bit of, shorts opening. When you start seeing, the price, so basically this going up and funding going up at the same time, that means that we have longs opening. Okay, this will be, I know it can be a breakout. Okay, so they can actually stop us, but you can tell me on a bear market not to short the top of the range. Okay, so what happens is that if now the price reverse, okay, we can see some rejection around these levels. Okay, even 55K. What happens is at some point the open interest will start going down. Okay, and when it starts doing that along with the price, that means that we are squeezing longs basically. Okay, this is the whole idea. So this is what I'm waiting for now. I will be watching that on the 15 minutes to see, and that's it. So if they want to run it on one single candle, to 80K, 84K, I don't know. We had some nice price action here. Okay, some nice structure here, higher highs, higher lows, and blah blah blah. So it looks okay. I'm not gonna lie. But I'd be careful, okay? I'd be careful. Just we have nice volume spiking into these candles, okay, which can make us a little bit concerned. For our short, what I can say is that we are tapping OBs here, and also we swept the 5 February. So this is the biggest candles, This is the biggest candle we got on the drop, actually. Okay, so this is the one we swept, and this is the one I was interested about because everybody is looking at that as the top of a range. This was easy liquidity, actually. Okay, so they smashed them, as you can see. And I was looking for a little bit higher. Okay, now what I want, honestly, is the price to stop here. 77 500 is my stop loss. What I want is 76. What is it? So as you can see, this is an interesting area here. Okay, this is the one I want. This is where I really want to see the price stopping, honestly. Okay. But the problem is that you know that they can nuke the price at any moment. It can happen very fast. So I don't want confirmations and stuff and wait because this is the kind of mistake I did because I had the snipe to the fucking dollar at 97, 98 K, and I said we go a little bit up because they are pushing too much, and actually it was the actual entry. Okay, so I prefer to get stopped and get some kind of confirmation higher in case I'm wrong rather than wait and get too greedy with the entries, actually. Okay, if I get stopped on this idea, it means that the market maker's intention was different. Okay, and yeah, I might change the setup. So where was I? So this is the whole idea here. What we want to see is like the price to stagnate a little bit here. Let's see what Binance is doing. Here we are still going down, still going out, which is okay. Let's say we have still shorts opening actually. This is what it means over exchanges here. Okay, and pretty much they're all synchronized. Um, so we have a little bit of not much spot selling here. Yeah, mostly. Okay. Okay. But I don't trust this move at all, okay? This is a good move to take profits, blah blah. I'm pissed because, I got front run on the box, but it's fine. But I don't trust anything right now, okay? It's like the bull run has happened. Okay, we are still in a selling program, okay? If it goes like back here, I will be very impressed. But we have all these gaps and stuff, so it will make sense too. I don't know if I'm early in the short or not, but this is the level we want. So the weekly close will be so crucial here. Okay, let's go back on ETH now. Ethereum. Okay, so this was a crucial level. Okay, so this is a little bit difficult to read because at the same time we have bearish views on Bitcoin, and at the same time we see Ethereum testing one time here. So here, okay, this very important SR flip, okay. So now we are coming with the body candle. We have many rejections. The more we tap into resistance, the more it loses its strength. Actually, and it means that we are trying really to break. We are really trying to break the roof. So normally, okay, if we start trading, above that line here, we will have to probably initiate, sorry, a long position. So what I expect is like something very usual on Ethereum is like usually it will, some kind of range, and actually the moment it sweeps the range lows, it's going for a round, something like that. So I'm not in a rush with this one. If they want to send the price up, usually they will arrange it a little bit. So let's say we're trading above these levels. Honestly, the price will kind of, range and start, with a cumulative volume but low volume, and then it will go up a little bit faster. Okay, this is what I expect if we actually stay above these levels here. Okay. So everything is pumping, so there's no I don't need to explain stuff. So basically, yeah, we hit some kind of harmonics here on the hard time frames and blah blah blah. So okay, you know, I don't know if I'm greedy or if I'm too much, cautious about the whole idea here on crypto, but um, I'm really looking at $51 here. Okay, these are the equals I would like them to take for a good long here. So I like a lot of confidence. I don't know if um, it's my fault because we have been bleeding for so long. So now we are conditioned in the wrong way, um, because we have tried many long setups and they just don't respect confluences. So maybe now it's the good time. It's the kind of questions you ask yourself. So Solana is not my favorite asset to trade, but I would gladly take a long around here, to be honest. So let's talk about River. This was the best trade I gave this month and last month. Okay, so where is it? Oh, not Binance. So um, okay, I changed the setup here because this is a new setup. But this is basically the same, okay? So we hit the full take profit, which it was at 90K, $19, sorry. It was an amazing move. So we had a price compression here, a nice sweep, and then we had, look, this is the pattern I'm talking about. This is the short squeeze pattern, okay? This is what you're looking for. To get some confirmation that actually they're buying, and that your longs are safe. So we kind of came early. Why? Because we had the price compression here. We had volume increasing inside these candles. So this gave me the opportunity to take a long, which I don't take many trades, on shit coins anymore, but they actually work better than Bitcoin sometimes. So we pulled, a 133% move actually. It was a very good trade. And now I expect, as you can see, we have those equals here, okay? If I go on the 4 hour, you can see them very clean here, okay? And now we'll show you the example. As you can see, when it was going up, actually, even if the intention was to send it that high, they nuked the price, to go and get some key levels actually. So get be ready for that. I do have limits for that trade here. Okay, because at any moment you can actually, come and chase these equals on the 4 hour, which are very interesting, and you can see them crystal clear here. Sweep that thing, and absorb all the liquidity and then send it up, because people will be shorting it. It will be a very easy thing to do. So what we are gonna see is maybe the OI increasing again and then going down. As the price goes up, it will be amazing. We were talking about that one here. I think someone asked. Okay, so I gave this setup when we were sitting 28th of January, and actually we got front run. But this remains actually a level that we should take as a short limit. I'm dead serious. Okay, so just keep this in mind. Okay, so the entry here is at 8 points. Yeah, 526. This should be one level. And for the short, which is less likely to happen, but I can see that happening too, but mostly focus on the long, okay? Um, okay. If you have any, assets you want to ask about, you can. I gave you a long on gold, actually. It was a very good trade. Was a very, very good trade. I think I took out the setup, but basically we had almost full take profit and then we crashed, which is normal, because the war news and stuff chilled a little bit before resuming, which was this one is gonna stop me again. I mean, I didn't. The first trade was successful, but just after 10% move, they came back up, because we had the pump actually. Yeah, we're still pumping actually, so okay. Yeah, market still pumping. I'd say it's okay. I'm fine. We're fine with that. Phil. Okay, this is one of my biggest spot bags. Okay, I don't even know why I bought that thing, but I can see it running. At some point it will. So we have another. It has happened for so long, but it's coming from very far away as well. Even from $200. Okay, so we start having um, a low volume accumulation here while Bitcoin is becoming cheaper and cheaper, okay? And I want to remind you that in 2023, this is when I made most of my money in cryptocurrencies. It was when Bitcoin started running from 20K. Okay? So maybe they reset the whole market to let it run alongside with Bitcoin. If we don't have any rug pull or anything, even on Bitcoin, actually, uh, I can see them running. So I'm holding a few spot stuff. One of these are Phil actually and ICP. Okay, uh, so we start seeing a little bit of volume spiking here. So I would like to see another leg soon. Something a little bit more interesting than that. Uh, and get it back, maybe a false breakout back to 3.8. I will be very satisfied. I have a swing long on that, an isolated one. I will just wait. I think it's worth holding it around $1. Yeah. Also Tau. So Tau is interesting. Okay, we're kind of breaking a symmetrical triangle, if you like to call, if you like these things. What happens is that I do like the structure here on the daily. Okay, so we don't want to see such a big, rejection, but the daily here starts looking okay for me. Okay, we have a daily price compression. All we need is like, these daily lows to hold. I can see it, touching 252 coming, into this pool and maybe reject from here. Um, After, if we reject from these levels, it's going to be, sorry, it's going to be very nasty actually. Just give me 1 second, please. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm getting sick again. So, let's resume. So, Tau is like, so what I like on Tau, basically, when we have big drops, this is the first coin I'm looking at because usually it recovers faster than the others. Okay, so the opportunity you get on Tau is when actually we have big drops. It like recovers very fast. Doesn't it will not maybe do the biggest move, but it recovers very fast. Gives you an opportunity. Like when we had the 10-10 drop, was one of the very first coins to recover immediately, and reclaiming the high from the drop. Okay, it was a very rare scenario. So right here I'm sitting on a long, and I think that if you get the opportunity to get any long a little bit lower, with stops around here, okay, 176 should be fine. Okay, if we kind of continue here. Okay, um, let's talk about XRP. XRP. I don't have much to say about XRP. I'm just waiting for that limit to hit. Okay, I'm just waiting for this area here to top. Just above $1. Okay, I'm not looking for at 98 cents. The problem is it creates big wicks, hence the big, the large stop loss. I do have a limit here, and then I can see it running back to $2 actually after retracing the whole thing. So yeah, let's see. Yeah. So market is, so what happens in general is that we do see, shorts closing, spots buying, and the Trumps and stuff like that. They had to actually pump, Bitcoin because it was involved, with the projects they're doing and stuff. And Eric had a very bad reputation about when he was shilling ETH, and it actually dropped, if you guys remember. So they actually created that pump maybe to put people, into trust, but into a bear market. Okay, so we are not out of the bear market. So you can see it as a breakout if you want, and I will respect that since Bitcoin lost half of its value. Okay, since the top. But I want to remind you that is coming from 15K. Okay, so yes, you get your relief here. It doesn't matter where it goes. At some point, we're gonna catch the short anyways. But you would like to see something like that, honestly. Reject, go here, and then we short again at 84K, 90K, doesn't matter. And then we can go to 30K. But I don't know if on the weekly, I'm a little bit confused here. When I look at the chart, Wait, let me just grab a clean chart here. Just want to see if we don't have no setups here. Okay. Okay. So it would be very weird to me to see a weekly candle closing like that after that, All I want to see is like this to become a week, actually, Big rejection. Depends, we'll see. If we close like above that thing, previous week, not the high, the body, okay, this is the interesting part here for the structure. So you want to be closing above this line basically, okay? This is what you want. So so if we go back to the daily, okay, basically you want this region to hold and after create this type of price action again without too much volume because we want to get some entries. This will be another opportunity to, maybe we stay in that range, who knows, but we have some nice 4 hour closes here. I'll be cautious. Yeah, so that's it. I don't have anything much to say. If you have any questions about any altcoin you would like to see or anything, you can ask me now, um, and we can look at them together. Um, I was looking at total, so we had the purge here, okay, and actually the only thing that can change my mind and turn me bullish is actually that we are into the end of the distribution phase, as you can see here, okay. We have the accumulation, manipulation, distribution to the downside, and then we completed our harmonic here on the highest time frames. And actually we reclaimed that level here with force, okay. This is the only thing that can change my mind, but at the same time into a bear market. So I don't know if I should believe into cycles anymore. I'm talking about highest time frames because now I'm just doing intraday and scalping, but uh, this total could change my mind actually about my bias here. But why not? Why not go back? Maybe take this. It makes sense to me. Front run everybody around these levels here. I would like to see maybe the sweep of that one will coincide with Bitcoin being at 54K. Could see that. And yeah, as you can see, there is the distribution, and at the same time, you have the market maker selling model distribution, accumulation, redistribution. Okay, this is a very interesting concept, so you can understand where the market is sitting. So let's check the USDT dominance. Okay, so this is basically the mirror of Bitcoin. This is yeah. Looking at this chart, it's going down, guys. Yeah, we might be wrong about uh, shorting, to be honest. But there are two ways to look at that. Okay, it takes one candle to change everything. Okay, so I think we are entering. There are two ways to see that. Okay, slow grind nuke. Okay, or a small distribution. Okay, that could coincide with the nuke we are looking for. Around these levels. Okay, the only concern that we have is that we have an uncompleted shark here, and at the same time we have these highs. Okay, so this weekly close will be so important to take decisions. Okay, so I see that you don't have any questions, which is okay. I will close the live now. Thank you for being here, guys. Appreciate. And I'm sure March will be a better month. Okay, I had a lot of stuff going on. You guys know already that my grandfather died. So like, it was a strange month for me. So I will repair my errors, okay, and stuff. So don't worry about that. And let's get to it. It's just the beginning of the month, so we have so much time to get things right. See you guys and have a good night